Good evening. It's February the 11th, and we want to get you caught up on the biggest stories of the day. Loved ones coming together tonight to remember a Starrs Mill high schooler.
16-year-old Russell Logan. He was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver late last night. CBS 46's Patrick Quinn was at the service.
Good evening, and I got to tell you guys, the outpouring of love for Russell Logan, it hasn't stopped all day into the night. We have watched people continue to drop off flowers just behind me. You see the long line of them, for it was right here where Russell was hit and killed just about this time last night.
I love my son. I miss my son.
Through tears, Russell Logan's dad, mom, and sister mourned his son's death just feet from where his life was so quickly taken.
I can see the accident scene from here. I can see where it happened.
Police say just after 10 o'clock on Thursday night, this man, 60-year-old Robert Lee Stevenson, crossed the southbound lane and hit Russell. In the daylight, you can see the tire marks. Officials say Stevenson drove off. He was arrested later and booked for suspicion of vehicular homicide, leaving the scene of a crime and driving under the influence.
His life was taken from him so unfairly and so soon.
Kinsley Peterson was one of the many who showed up to leave flowers at the scene. Hundreds more showed up to Southside Church in Peachtree City for a vigil. His family tells us Russell was devout in his faith.
He's at a better place, so I'm not worried about him. I just miss him a lot.
And the vigil tonight was a private event, but we have continued to watch friends and family show up here. And friends tell us that just having this community come together and grieve together, it helps keeps Russell's spirit alive. Tonight in Fayette County, Patrick Quinn, CBS 46 News.
The son of a former UGA quarterback is dead after a house fire in Cartersville. Corey and Courtney Phillips lost their 10-year-old son in the blaze early this morning. We're told 4 people were in the home at the time. The others were able to make it out okay. Corey played for the Bulldogs from 1998 to 2002. His wife Courtney is a former UGA gymnast.
New at 6, unwanted tracking leaving people vulnerable to track.
Tonight, Apple announcing plans to fix safety issues with their AirTag. And this comes following several claims of people using the devices to steal cars and to stalk people, including here in Metro Atlanta.
CBS 46's Zach Summers live in Midtown with the new safety measures the company plans to take to better protect consumers. Zach?
Yeah, good evening. You know, AirTags are intended to help people find things like their wallet or their keys, but cybersecurity experts say the quarter-sized devices are a simple man's way of tracking anything and anyone. People are using the devices for nefarious reasons, prompting Apple to now add safeguards. It's been described by some as the perfect stalking tool.
It's very concerning.
People using Apple's AirTags to track unsuspected victims.
It's terrifying.
Last month, Atlanta resident Anna Kate told Inside Edition she got a notification on her iPhone of an AirTag following her. She never found the device, but a map showed how she was tracked from a local shopping mall to her home.
It feels like there's a target on your back everywhere you go.
Kate's frightening experience was one of several reported across the country. Now Apple plans to make changes.
AirTag is designed to track items, not people.
The tech giant says it worked with police and safety groups to identify ways to better protect iPhone users. Updates will include new privacy warnings, alerts, and documentation.
It sounds like it's a step in the right direction.
Carrie Kursky is a cybersecurity expert. She applauded Apple for trying to right the wrongs of its AirTags, but she said how effective those updates will be remains to be seen.
Really, a lot of this technology, until it gets out into the wild and starts being used, and when people look for ways to exploit it, that's when we find out where all the vulnerabilities are.
Kursky urged cautious optimism when it comes to technology. She says don't just embrace it with blind faith.
So we're going by blind faith of what these manufacturers tell that it is programmed to do and not to do. So you have to be very, very cautious and always ask the why and the how.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you believe that you are being tracked by one of these AirTags, you can't just disable your location or your network. You actually need to follow the steps. You'll be prompted to a page like this. Follow these steps, and then your device will no longer be seen. As always, if you think you are being tracked, you are encouraged to call your local authorities. We're live in Midtown. Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
Let's take a live look over Atlanta tonight. A perfect start to the weekend. Warm conditions, lots of sunshine. But unfortunately, it's not going to stick around for Super Bowl Sunday.
But tomorrow is going to be perfect. Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez with Atlanta's most accurate forecast. Jen.
Yeah, beautiful tonight. Beautiful on Saturday. Super Bowl Sunday, not so much. It will get windy and cold. Right now, though, feels fantastic. 64 in Atlanta, 66 in Rome, 64 in Athens. We'll keep it very comfortable for tonight. If you have Friday night plans, it's going to be nice. Clear skies. Temperatures will be in the 50s through midnight, and then we are dropping to the mid-40s. So not as cold tonight as it has been, and very calm and gorgeous. Tomorrow, another beautiful day. We will see increasing clouds in the afternoon, mainly tomorrow evening, but until then, we'll see plenty of sunshine. Temperatures near 70 in the city with a high of 68 in Atlanta. We'll get up to about 70 in Athens. It will be gorgeous and sunny and warm on Saturday, but Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, it will be breezy and cold. They're going to let you know how cold it's going to get, how long it will last. Also, big time rain chances in the forecast next week. The timing of our next big weather maker coming up.
A crime alert tonight. Gwinnett County Police looking for a woman caught on camera carrying out a bizarre bank robbery. Police say Sarita Camel was trying to withdraw $13,000 from Chase Bank on Buford Drive last month. When the bank teller told her she didn't have the right credentials for the account, the woman jumped over the counter. We're told she tried to fight the employee, then grabbed a pair of scissors and started waving them around.
I understand you want to help out the company you work for, but the best thing you can do is get away from that individual. That amount of money is not worth a life. And scissors, that could be a deadly weapon.
We checked, no one was hurt, but police say the suspect got away with $750. Police are still trying to track her down.
Smyrna police caught on camera tracking down a man accused of trying to kill someone. Dash camera video shows an officer using a pit maneuver to spin the suspect's car out. The driver, Samir Moore, was arrested. We're told he had an active warrant in Douglas County for attempted homicide.
New developments tonight. Electrical issues lead to another outage at Atlanta's 911 call center. It marks at least the fourth time in the last year that communication equipment was impacted. CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy is live tonight talking to city leaders about what is the root of this problem, Jamie.
Yeah, good evening, Sean. So all leaders I spoke to tonight agreed that this is a very serious problem. And the city leaders I spoke to said right now they're working on long-term and immediate solutions.
We have to have immediate solutions because this cannot continue to happen.
Atlanta leaders are speaking out after the city's 911 center again experienced electrical issues,
911 location of emergency,
causing radios to temporarily go down and the dispatcher's computer systems to go offline on Thursday night.
So it is concerning, even though it was, a short power failure. The backup, the UPS power did not pick up and kick in. I've honestly lost count of how many times this has occurred.
The union that represents the majority of 911 dispatchers says they are not surprised this has happened and have been warning city leaders for years about issues plaguing the center that puts lives at serious risk.
We made suggestion. We presented this, and I'm talking till I'm blue in the face. And something needs to be done to fix these problems in that center like yesterday.
Dustin Hillis is the chairperson for the Public Safety Committee and says a major problem is the facility where the 911 centre is housed, which the city doesn't own, and says there are at least 10 years left on the lease.
They're not providing power, reliable power, and purportedly which is caused by water leaks. So there are water issues here. So need to have further discussions with the law department.
When the city approved the new police and fire training centre, a backup 911 centre was also approved and be housed in the same location.
Do we need to convert that to the primary facility if we continue to have these issues at our current facility and then look for another backup space?
Now, Dustin Hillis also told me an immediate solution could be simply taking the 911 centre out and putting it in a city-owned building and working on the lease at the same time. Now, the Mayor's office also tells me he has been having meetings on this exact problem and that thankfully only a minimal number of calls were impacted last night. Live in Atlanta, Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.
New today at the state capitol, House lawmakers approve a budget giving Georgia teachers bonuses and taxpayers a bit of an extra refund. All but 4 lawmakers approved the governor's funding plan. The measure includes a $5,000 raise for university and state employees, a $2,000 bonus for teachers, and a $1,000 bonus to other K-12 workers. It would also give Georgia taxpayers a $250 tax rebate.
There is a person at the end of every one of these dollars. And this budget touches individuals and citizens of this great state, no matter social stature, no matter financial status.
The budget heads to the Senate next week.
New details tonight. Plans to break Buckhead away from Atlanta off the table, at least for now. Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, Speaker David Ralston, and other state leaders say they could not support the cityhood bill at this time. Ralston said a big reason is crime. He said the issue could be revisited again depending on how Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens handles crime in the area. Dickens released a statement that reads in part, quote, "Since taking office, I have said repeatedly that we will remain one city with one bright future. I am thankful for the support of Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, Speaker David Ralston, members of the Atlanta delegation, and all the other state leaders who have sat down with me."
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.